Hello everyone, I'm Travis, and let's get wanderlost. This video is going to be a little bit different than the normal videos that we put on our channel. This is not going to be a trip recap or some sort of suggestions or advice on travel or your future cruises. I actually saw something today that I was actually really excited about, and it's a rumor that kind of popped up on Facebook. I feel this rumor is worth discussion, and I think there's some validity to it because Royal Caribbean has kind of confirmed it in the past. Nicole and I currently live in the DFW area in Texas, and if you sail out of Galveston as much as we do, this rumor should excite you as well. And that rumor is Icon of the Seas coming to Galveston, Texas. Icon of the Seas made its maiden voyage earlier this year in 2024, and it is one of those ships that just kind of changes the game for the cruise ship industry. It was very similar to when the Oasis class ships came out, and people had just never seen or expected that sort of thing from a cruise ship before. Icon of the Seas is not just the world's largest cruise ship, it kind of sets the new standard for what to expect, or what you should expect from these really large mega ships. It has spaces designed just for kids and family, like the surfside area at the back of the ship. It has an entire water park on the very top instead of just a couple slides, and even the Aqua Dome took the Aqua Theater and just made it even more incredible and more spectacular. It's truly a game changer. And its release earlier this year was just a huge deal. If you follow any type of social media people, they were probably on Icon of the Seas in the first couple months that it came out, if not some of those preview cruises before the Icon made its maiden voyage. So the possibility of this ship coming to Galveston should be a gigantic deal. So where's this rumor coming from? Well, the internet, obviously, and Facebook. And earlier today, people were posting that the Port of Galveston's parking website actually listed Icon of the Seas on it. People obviously caught on to this, and they were posting it on Facebook through different accounts and different Facebook groups. But the other ships that are listed on the Port of Galveston website are currently, or will be currently, or did sail from the Port of Galveston. I follow a few people that do a lot of updates and different posts and stuff regarding the Port of Galveston. One of them is Alex Roberson, who has a pretty big following when it comes to the Port of Galveston, and he, in a few posts, was kind of coyly confirming that Icon was coming to Galveston as well. Alex Roberson is also one of the hosts of the Cruisers podcast, and then later in the day, he posted a big image that says Icon of the Seas is coming to Galveston, Texas, and that they're actually planning a huge cruise get-together on its maiden voyage out of Galveston. Obviously, nothing has been confirmed by Royal Caribbean, and now the Port of Galveston's parking website actually took off Icon of the Seas. Now, this isn't the first time that we've heard that the possibility of an Icon class ship coming to Galveston in the future. Royal Caribbean CEO Michael Bailey has kind of hinted at it a few times during different interviews and announcements. Honestly, most people think it's just a matter of time before an Icon class ship would end up at the Port of Galveston. One, they have a brand new state-of-the-art terminal at Galveston that they just opened a couple years ago. And the Port of Galveston has been steadily growing in terms of cruise traffic over the last several years. Almost every single article you look up about the Port of Galveston is always talking about the growth in the number of passengers and how it's trying to catch up with the Florida ports. And in terms of overall cruise ship passengers, the Port of Galveston is currently 4th in the United States, behind Port of Miami, Port Canaveral, Port Everglades, all in Florida. And it's the largest port in terms of cruise ship passenger outside of the state of Florida in the United States. And it's not only Royal Caribbean who's trying to capitalize on the growth of the Port of Galveston, its competition is also noticed and is investing heavily into the port. As an example, MSC Cruises is currently building a brand new terminal on Galveston Island, and it should open by November 2025, and that's another larger mega ship going to Galveston and more cruise ship passengers that Royal Caribbean is going to have to compete for. And it's not just MSC investing in the Port of Galveston. Carnival actually sent one of its newest and biggest cruise ships to the Port of Galveston last year with Carnival Jubilee. Jubilee is actually permanently homeported in the Port of Galveston, even has a gigantic Texas star on the front of the ship. If you go back several years, it would have been a very unusual, rare thing for a major cruise line to send its latest and greatest ship to the Port of Galveston. But with Carnival Jubilee going there, and then last year Norwegian also sent the Viva there, it's probably going to be more of a common occurrence going forward. Now, obviously, nothing has been confirmed about Icon going to the Port of Galveston, but with the statements from Michael Bailey, and now this kind of snafu from the Port of Galveston's parking department, and some of the influencers that do a lot of work out of Galveston, it seems more likely than ever it's going to happen. As someone who currently lives in Texas, and the Port of Galveston is only a short drive away, and I actually might be in the minority that I actually really like Galveston and visiting that island. This is super exciting for myself and Nicole, because you just never know. You could have a quick 5-hour drive down to the Galveston area, 7-day cruise on Icon, enjoy that amazing, unbelievable ship, and then not have to fly anywhere, which would be super cool. Now, if this rumor is true and Icon is coming to Galveston, when would it actually be there? So, looking on the Royal Caribbean website, Icon of the Seas actually has itineraries posted all the way until April of 2026. And then if you try to search any type of Galveston cruises just by searching the Port of Galveston, there's only itineraries posted until April of 2026 as well. So when would Royal Caribbean kind of announce this, or when are they expected to announce this? Well, the itineraries for the Caribbean to be posted after April of 2026, that usually gets posted in November. So I would expect some sort of announcement from Royal Caribbean this November 2024, if it's going to happen. Now, there is one thing that I do know, that Icon sailing from Galveston, it's going to be Western Caribbean itineraries, and that's probably going to be Costa Maya, Roatan, and Cozumel, because there's no other ports big enough on the western side of the Caribbean that can actually take a ship as large as Icon of the Seas, and that's where all the Oasis classes sail to out of Galveston currently. Now, that's kind of all I have about this rumor. Again, this is kind of different than the normal videos that we produce on this channel, but I wanted to talk about it and I wanted to share it with more people. If you have any questions about this, Icon of the Seas, or the Port of Galveston, or any type of comments about the possibility of Icon coming to Galveston, please leave them in the comments section below. If you'd like to support the channel, make sure you hit like on this video and subscribe. It helps us out way more than you realize. And as always, if you need us, we'll be up in the Windjammer. Thanks so much for watching.